I think part of the style of that Northern European Disney comic book universe is to sort of make it look slightly like America in the 50s or 60s. Although they'll slip in a skateboard every now and then, or a cell phone. But I purposely set my comics in the 1950s because those are the comics that I was reading. I wasn't really reading them in the 50s because I was too young, but the comics that my sister amassed, she was much older than I am, so all the comics I grew up with were from like the late 40s to the late 50s. So those are the comics I read growing up, so I always set my stories in the same years that I was reading them. So my stories are never intended to be exactly copies of a Karl Barks story. They're supposed to be just based on his foundation, but I've got a lot of other stuff going around in here besides Karl Barks. I've got Harvey Kurtzman Mad comics, and Mark Weisinger Superman comics, and Will Eisner Spirit comics, plus even when I was a little kid, one thing I liked more than comic books was movies. And so I've got all these old American movies going around inside my head, and I love to put little references in the